40 irrelevant things people give a damn about. According to Reddit, number 40. I really hate it when people self-censor swear words on Reddit. Yeah, what kind of needle dick shit stains do shit like that? If you guys aren't already privy to what the hell we're going to be dealing with here, this whole list is probably just going to be what really grinds individual people's gears. So let's move right along. Number 39. I believe that sandwich ingredients should be eaten together as the form they were intended to be. A sandwich. I made a sandwich for my girlfriend once, and you know what she did? She ate the bacon first, then some cheese, then the turkey, a nibble of the lettuce here, some tomato there. Why not just eat it as a sandwich and enjoy it all together? It's blasphemy, is what it is. It's not a turkey club anymore. You're just eating stuff. What it would be like to live in this man's life. Do you have a friend like this? If so, I need to have him in my life so I can make some YouTube videos based entirely around him and, I don't know, benefit from his madness or hers, Number 38. People who could care less. Oh yeah, because you guys know the phrase. But to be honest, when people don't know the difference between lose and loose, and we see that every friggin' day, what hope is there for humanity? It's almost like we'd be the crazy ones to waste our own time trying to correct these P-play. You can't correct all the P-play. Number 37, kids shouldn't have smartphones. Bring the downvotes. It happens every single time. Why the hell do you believe they shouldn't have smartphones? The hell's wrong with you? He says, allow me to clarify. Like many of you have said, I don't believe kids should have smartphones. I define kids as 12 and under. Elementary school age certainly should not have cell phones of any sort. I would be fine with parents. This really is your irrelevant ass opinion, homie. God, just shake a fist at the times changing, why don't you? You can't strand these kids in the technological darkness because you don't believe that somebody below a certain age should have a smartphone. I just don't get it. You can't do that. It's just a neighborhood. Number 36. Sharknado is not a so bad it's good movie. What makes a movie so bad that it's good, in my opinion, is that people making it thought what they were making was good. This is all subjective, sir, and you must know that this is just your opinion. So bad it's good is something that is going to vary from person to person. But yes, I get where you're coming from. This type of thing does help if the people who were making the movie really thought that they were making something, impressive here. They thought that the choices that they were making were good choices, but they weren't good choices. They were bad, even laughably so. The reason The Room is so bad it's good is partly because of the absurdity that the director, Tommy Wiseau, thought his choices were genuinely good, even though they were so bad. Look, man, The Room's good for reasons that transcend articulation. Sorry, my soul tried to jump out of my body just now, even mentioning The Room. You know what I'm talking about? My soul would rather be in another room watching The Room right now. In another room watching The Room? This motherfucker. Number 35. You don't itch a mosquito bite. You scratch it because it itches. It's not that difficult. You could be itching to scratch your itch, but you can't be itching to itch your itch. Look at this bitch. Number 34. I don't like being around people when they're smoking weed. I don't care that they smoke weed. I think weed should be legal. I just intensely don't care for people who are high. Doesn't affect me in any part or practical way. I just really don't fucking like it. So who's forcing you to be around people smoking weed? Somebody's like, yes, finally someone who gets it. Many a boyfriend or friend has gotten weird when I say I don't want to get around people who smoke weed. I get it. Who's forcing you to be there though? Are they smoking in your house? You know what I mean? You can't go for a walk or something. Weird. I don't know what kind of life people live in. Number 33, cookies and cream filled Oreos. Like Oreos are already cookies with cream. I know it tastes different, but it irks me every time I see them mentioned, and I don't know why. Don't know why I didn't come. Your heart is drenched in wine. Somebody who recognizes a Norah Jones song when they hear it is going to be like, what the hell? What a random. I haven't thought about Norah Jones in a while, but you know what I need to do? Forgive me, stream. This ain't a stream, Kyle. It's a damn list video that you're recording. You don't even know what the hell's going on in your life these times. Give me a second. I'm just going to type Norah Jones into a word pad because I know I'll forget it. I swear thoughts in my brain are like a ping pong. Let me see here. What was I gonna write? Oh no, what was I gonna write? Norah Jones. Norah Jones. Why don't you type down Orden Lavi while you're at it? Maybe Damien Rice too. You ain't listened to Damien Rice in a while, baby. Type Emmy Rossum as well. You can listen to some of that later. Yeah, I'm gonna do some serious soul searching later, guys. Sorry to destroy the momentum of the list once again. Number 32, there should be no red lights from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. unless they are absolutely needed. I drive a truck for a living, and it's infuriating having to sit for 2 minutes when I'm the only vehicle on the road. Yes and no, motherfucker. We can't be asking for no red lights. You know what I'm talking about? That's nuts. But most places should observe the like flashing light, you know, rule after a certain time and leave it at the driver's discretion whether or not they can go or not. But we've all been there. We've all been just deciding we're going to go out late as hell, whether it's a Walmart trip or maybe you on the way back from somewhere where you was late, or you're going to, you know, get some fast food, you know what I'm talking about? And you're on the road at a red light and this red light is like, nah, man, I'm not changing. I don't care. I know you're on the way and I'm not changing. I know that you're there. And you're just like, should I just make 2 right turns here? You know what I mean? Like a right turn, a U-turn, right turn again. What's really going on? I like, there have been few times in the past where I've just sat there and gone, nigga, I'm going, okay? And I'm looking around like, is there a cop like blending in with the environment here? And you're looking to the left, you're looking to the right, look up in the sky and run the red lights. You know what I'm talking about? I'm kidding. The Kyle channel does not endorse, condone Jimmy Flip. Okay, guys? I'd like to once again thank my sexy patrons for doing what they do in my life. You know, Brennan and Faith are new. Both of them, they've decided to become so sexy that I'm gonna have to send them personal messages. So expect those later. They're gonna be really juicy. Number 31. Telemarketing should be illegal. It's annoying. It's basically harassment. Getting 3 to 4 phone calls at 9 a.m. on your free Friday is not fun. It's not a fun way to wake up. And no, I don't want to buy the healing power of crystals for a real good price. I have reached a point where I just don't answer my phone if the number isn't saved in my phone book or is hidden. I suffer from mild anxiety and I feel bad after I close the call. I've moved beyond the politeness point where you say no almost infinitely. I shouldn't feel bad because most telemarketers are just glad they don't have to wait their time. Well, you're all right? Is your tongue all right in your mouth there, Kyle? Shut the fuck up. But I still feel guilty. The thing is, if you're expecting an important phone call and accidentally enter a telemarketer instead, then the number seems to move up in their list. Like bright red alerts go off in their system. We found a dipshit who answered. Let's all bombard that number. Because once you answer the number once, you start getting like 3 to 4 calls a day for weeks. Fuck telemarketing. I'm surprised telemarketing is so low on this list. It's cute that people have found themselves a platform to just come in and go on a rant for a little bit. That's so kawaii for them. Number 30. Peacocks. Asshole pigeons in drag. They think they're so fucking special. I was pecked as a child by a peacock. Yeah, I get it. Who hurt you? You know, who hurt you? Wasn't that the wasn't a Family Guy, you know, image the fucking banner for this? Because it's an image of Peter Griffin going, "Who the hell cares?" Sorry, why was I slapping my thigh just now? Forgive me. What has become of you? Make it through this list. It's not even going to be that long one. Number 29, charging for public toilets is against human rights and is discriminatory against people with certain disabilities. Public toilets, especially those in train stations, fast food restaurants, etc., that earn an income, should be free. Ain't that the truth, baby? Oh boy. There's a committee to end pay toilets in America. Godspeed, gentlemen. I hope you realize you're... I'm like shaking my head at myself, man. I'm really sorry. I'm wondering if I was just like, it's 8 o'clock p.m. for me, and it's pretty late for a list. And I think every time I sat down to try and make a list today, something stopped me. I actually got through the thumbnail work for another list and didn't end up recording it. And I can't say that I know why, but usually there's a good reason when I stop myself from recording lists. But we're gonna make it through this one, because you guys deserve one. Number 28, how much I fucking hate the Minions. You know the Minions from the movies, guys? Yeah, do you think there'll be a time in the future where somebody's listening to this list and go, Minions, what the hell is that? You know what I mean? It'll be dead and buried. Not with Trey Parker behind that shit. I don't know if it's Matt or Trey, but one of the main dudes from South Park is involved in the Minions movies. And I'm like, oh no, what if they become watchable? Oh no. How much I fucking hate the Minions. I really despise them, but most people love them or do not care that I hate the ever-living shit out of them. Isn't that something? Number 27, sliced bread. Oh my God. Sliced bread is one of the highest forms of capitalist control. Everyone's all like, X is the best thing since sliced bread. You know what that is? Brainwashing. Straight up brainwashing. What you gotta do, at least once in your life, you gotta buy a full loaf of bread. You gotta buy that shit. Cut yourself a thick hunk of yeast, pop that bad boy in the toaster and butter it up real good. It's liberating. I swear. You'll never go back to that thinly sliced tower of greed and lies. Bonus points if it's the Irish batch. Breakfast of a true rebel. Fuck sliced bread. What is this thread? Talking about sliced bread. Number 26. If you're the mayor of a city/town, you should live in the fucking place. The mayor of my city lives a city over. How the fuck do you decide what's best for the community if you're not even a part of it? Well, money, 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 money. Sorry. Shut up, Kyle. Number 25. As a chef, I hold 2 strong but unnecessary opinions. Number 1. When using a steel on a knife, it's not sharpening, it's owning. You use a stone to sharpen. Number 2, just because you're using a grill doesn't mean it's a barbecue. Okay. Yeah, bing bong, you know what I mean? I don't have any input for that one, I really don't. Number 24, motherfucking American morning radio shows should be outlawed. Between the fake laughs, fake radio names, and fake bits, I can't stand them. Welcome to Kyle Floopy Doopy in the morning, coming at you with them crazy hits. Sorry. What? I should do a whole thing like my channel's a radio show. Let's see how many subscribers I could lose in one video. I'm just kidding. I don't want any of that. I should be trying to get more subs, but I'm not sure how. And I'm not trying to sell out either, so that's weird. Number 23. Pockets in women's clothing. Sewn shut all the time, and even if you open them, they're still tiny. Completely impractical. It's all a marketing ploy to force women to buy purses since we have nowhere else to put our phone, wallets, and keys. This is actually true, and it goes back from like before your grandma was born. Women's clothes are made without pockets because y'all supposed to be buying purses. You understand? It's straight up. This is not like a tinfoil thing. This is a fashion thing. Women's shit don't have pockets because you're supposed to be carrying a purse. And it's so rude is what it is. It's real rude. I mean, to be honest, if I wish I could make clothes and just call them like the equality clothes and make women's clothes with big ass pockets. Oh me shit. Did you see you got women's clothes? Well, I got women's clothes with big ass pockets. BAP, big ass pockets. You want that dress in BAP? Do you want that dress in the BAP variation? The big ass pockets variation. Number 22, the Oxford comma. Who gives a fuck about an Oxford comma? The Oxford comma can invite your parents, Hitler, and Wonder Woman to your dinner party. Without the Oxford comma, you invite your parents, Hitler, and Wonder Woman. How the hell did they even get there together in the first place to the party? What a weird example of the Oxford comma. Number 21, people who cannot queue. A person from overseas wrote this. If it was an American writing this, they'd say a person who cannot stand in line. So yeah, that grinds everybody's gears. People who don't know how to stand in line need to, you know what I'm talking about? You ever see somebody like when there's a line and it's obvious that there's a line and they roll up and they almost like trying to get away with the fact that they acting like they don't know that there's a line. Oh, I didn't know. And I'm just like, you know what I mean? You really don't want to roll up on Kyle in a social situation, not because I'm like scary or whatever, or I'm just gonna get loud in a way it's going to immediately call attention to this location. And if I'm making you a part of this event, this drama, you better be coming correct. Ooh boy, you better come correct. Somebody responds, I had an experience with someone who tried to cut a line one morning, and I called them out even though I was like 15 people back. They kept on trying to ignore me, so I got louder and louder until it was impossible to pretend like they didn't hear me. It was probably awkward for every single person there, and my adrenaline was up after. We didn't even get any freaking results. They don't even know. They don't even know if the person got out of line. What a bunch of cucks if they all just allowed this asshole to do what he was doing. Number 20, fellow ladies, for fuck's sake, please don't hover when you use the public toilet. In your awkward attempt to not get ass cancer from a once dry toilet seat, you just left a smattering of piss for the next person to either clean up or unwillingly sit in. Also, people who leave about half a roll of toilet paper in the bowl without flushing. What the hell is wrong with you? I don't know anything about the ladies' plight hovering in a bathroom. The men can stand and deliver. Some other girl is like, right? First of all, you're a grown fucking woman. Sit your ass down. You're being ridiculous. Second of all, if you must do this, then wipe away your own piss. I know you must see it there, you unsanitary monster. Third of all, this is some other asshole, some other girl now. If you're gonna hover, just put the seat up, okay? It isn't like you're using it, all right? You would, bitch. How about a guy who didn't put the seat up? Shit, okay? Number 19. Websites that automatically sign you up for some shit spam list. Just don't assume that I'm interested in every little update from you for the lifetime because once I made a mistake of using your site for 2 minutes. Interesting. Number 18. Piano should be tuned at least once per year, even if they're not played regularly. Otherwise, the strings become brittle and the tuning pins unresponsive to holding the pitch firmly in place. This is a unique entry. I don't think there's going to be a lot of other people in here bitching about how pianos ain't in tune. Let me tell you something that pisses me off. I went down the street the other day and this motherfucker had a piano and I'm like, when was the last time this shit was tuned? That ain't what D flat's supposed to sound like. God damn. She thought she was getting this D? I flat out told her no. That's a weird joke, Kyle. That's not what D flat is supposed to sound like. She thought she was getting this D. I flat out told her no. It's not funny. You're a weird man. You're a weird man. One day I'll be dead. Psychiatrist gonna find all these videos, and he's just gonna be like, the case study gets more and more interesting. They're gonna think I'm putting on some sort of character, but it's gonna be clear from the gradual degradation of me putting effort into things that, like, I'm legit crazy. I'm legit crazy. Oh, I'm all messed up. Imagine me closing my eyes when I say that, guys. It's because I'm all messed up. Yeah, that's from that video where okay, the same guy who made Charlie the Unicorn, if you guys know anything about the internet, he made this other video with the Joker, who was going in to get his initial tattoos. The iteration of the Joker in the bullshit Suicide Squad movie that nobody likes. He was going into the tattoo place, and the joke is that, like, he's getting all this garbage tattooed all over him, like, oh, I want a bunch of ha's on there, you know, and I want damaged on my forehead, cause I'm all messed up. Number 18 is the one about the pianos. Number 17, tuna is tuna. Don't call it tuna fish. We might as well just keep... Let's just keep going, man. Number 16, why the fuck does satellite radio have motherfucking commercials? What the hell am I paying you guys for? That really grinds my gears. That's why the only thing we should be paying for is Spotify these days, guys. Plug that shit into your car and live the life you want to live. Who the hell still got satellite radio? What are you, 70? You know what I'm talking about? Satellite bing-a-bong. Somebody says, and I'm also paying to hear every motherfucking curse word in every motherfucking song. I fucking paid for that, bitch. It comes full circle. That was the first one. That was number 40. Somebody was like, where my curse words at? If you a curse word, throw your hands in the air. Number 15, vanilla is an amazing flavor, and everyone treats it like it's just some basic shit that's expected. It's complex and rich, and just a delicious flavor. But then we go around and describe the most dull and boring and normal thing as vanilla and totally detract from the flavor. Chocolate ice cream is good. Ice cream with things in it is okay. But if I had to choose only one ice cream flavor for the rest of my life, I'd choose vanilla in a heartbeat. Go take your chonky monkey somewhere else. Hey, go take your chonky monkey somewhere else. Go take your chonky monkey somewhere else. Go take that chugga chonk chonk chugga monkey somewhere else. Hey. This was brought to you by the vanilla console of everything is not as good as vanilla. The fuck y'all talking about? Somebody gilded this thing too. What a crazy list. Laugh tracks. It's funny. If it's funny, I'll laugh. If it's not funny, you playing a recording of people laughing won't convince me. As crazy as it sounds, it convinces a lot of people. The whole universe was in a pickle. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where's that one thing that I used to have going on? Oh man, I can't find it now. It was like a button site. Is that it? I think this is it. So if I click this, what's it gonna take me to? And then I put in something like laugh track. This is probably gonna be loud as hell. Guys, forgive me, brace yourselves. I'm about to tell a joke, okay? You guys ready for the joke? I can't tell you the joke. Maybe I should record it as a separate, you know what? Here's what I'll do. Guys. I'm not gonna tell the joke. As a matter of fact, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm sorry, I swore I heard something outside. And it freaked me out for a little bit. Guys, forgive me for that. Either you know what it's like or you don't. If you ever feel like you're home alone and you hear something, like, everything stops. It's like I was on like a ship in space and I've been alone for years and I'm hearing shit like, is there an alien on board? Number 13. CDs, as in compact discs, if you don't know what those are, Google them, kids, should be ordered primarily alphabetically by artist, secondarily by release date. This is ultimately unimportant and has become less important every year. Oh, they mean in like a store. For sure. You should be organizing them in alphabetical order. Can you imagine trying to find CDs otherwise? I like to think they must start that way. And maybe just people coming in and putting shit wherever makes it so that the CDs are all over the place. And like, that's not something that anybody cares about as far as facing in a retail store, is going to make sure all the CDs are in the right place. Who the fuck coming through and rolling around on the CDs? That's got to be like the least important thing. Yeah, irrelevant is the word. Irrelevant. So number 12, boneless buffalo wings are not wings. They are chicken nuggets in wing sauce. Whatever, man. I like them. I don't like bones. I really don't. I really don't like bones. So everything that I eat got to be boneless. Special shout out to Faith, who is just a wonderful and cute little girl. She's so adorable. Okay. And she doesn't listen to these videos either. So it's funny that I'm shouting people out that don't even keep what the bing bong. I'm kidding. Maybe she listens. Who knows? Maybe she'll comment and then I'll be all like, what the fuck? Oh boy. Also a special shout out to Hope again, who came out of surgery well, and that's good. And I hope that any and everybody who ever finds themselves in a situation who needs surgery, or maybe has a family member that may need surgery, that they come out all right too. Because the world's getting pretty scary, guys. Number 11, I don't like using the word dongle in everyday out loud speech. For people who don't know what a dongle is, it's pretty much like an attachment for a device if it doesn't have a certain... Okay, do you guys remember the iPod Nanos that didn't have a port to charge them with properly? So what you needed was a dongle that was actually an auxiliary cable that plugged in and then allowed you to... I don't have to explain to you people what a dongle is. Google this shit. What am I, a movie? And I'm just like delivering lines of exposition to clue people in to make sure they're, oh, that alienates me and I'm gonna turn this video off because I don't understand. What? Number 10, radio commercials should be banned from having any car sounds, honking, crash noises, sirens. Too many times I've looked to see who is honking at me, then I realized it's a commercial. It's pretty reckless and stupid, isn't it? And somebody said, this is not unimportant. Yeah, this isn't irrelevant. Okay. So number 9, I am adamant that when you close a plastic or Ziploc bag, there should be no air inside. When I see people close a bag with lots of air, it makes me very unsettled. Very unsettled. Number 8, if you live in a country that drives on the right side of the road, you should keep to the right side of the footpath. Allows for overtaking and less congested paths. If only people understand this. You know how many times I've been somewhere where the entrance is clearly on the right side and the exit is clearly on the left side, and I'm walking in through the entrance and everybody walking out through that bitch? Like everybody. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not talking about like 3 or 4 people, like just one group. I'm talking about like everybody walking out the entrance. Come on now. Come on now, guys. Remember when we used to be literate? Somebody responds to this. Additionally, if you're with a group of people walking down the sidewalk, don't take up the whole width. Somebody else said, good Lord, this really ticks me off. I'll warn you now, don't ever go to Korea. I've done a fair amount of traveling, and I've never found a nationality of people who are so bad at walking as the Koreans. They're great at many things, and the country has some wonderful things about it, but you will constantly be stuck behind 4 people. Often women or girls walking side by side, perhaps holding hands, walking slowly, window shopping edge to edge of the sidewalk with alternating speeds. When you eventually push your way through, they'll look at you like you're a crazy person. I'm used to US City walking in line at a quick pace with purpose, weaving in and out, filling the open spaces. You should walk like you're riding a motorcycle among trucks and cars. Koreans walk like they're playing some sort of twisted version of window shopping Red Rover. Amazing food, though. I like the way that's written with the amazing food at the end. Oh boy, my phone just vibrated. Give me 1 second. Wow, it's Faith. Interesting. I should send her a message back. The thing is, Faith snaps me and we would text, but I don't have any service where I live. Isn't that crazy? Kyle, you're recording a list. You can't just be typing and shit. Number 7. Pay to win has ruined online gaming experience for sports games. This isn't unimportant. This isn't unimportant. Overwatch does it right, where all the stuff that you pay for or have the ability to pay for is cosmetic and doesn't change the game experience in any way. If only every game could learn from that. Number 6. The dishes in my house should be placed so that they take up the least amount of space. Apparently, the rest of the household likes to think otherwise. Fuck those irrational swine. Are you living with a bunch of animals? Number 5. Saving Private Ryan lost Best Picture to Shakespeare in Love. It still makes me angry, and it's been like 20 years. Well, women are stupid. What do you want? Lousy bribers, apparently. Look. Who's texting me? Is this fool really inviting me to a game of Left 4 Dead? Now listen. Okay. Number 4. Why do you have to register for damn near fucking everything now? I had to register to GoPro's app just so I could use the goddamn camera. And pretty much everything else these days asks you to register. News site? Register. Pop up before you can read the article? Fuck you. It's so they can aggregate user data and sell it on ad exchanges as an audience. Data is the new gold, and this comment's been gilded. Thank you for the data, kind stranger. Now that's what I'm talking about. A subversion of the expected. I like it when things aren't the same, but some people hate change. Number 3, every construction site on which a new building is being built should have a sign facing the street that tells folks what the building will be when it is completed. Doesn't that drive you nuts sometimes? What are they building over there? What do you think they're building over there? Somebody says, and over here, somewhere in Europe, they do because the law makes them put up a sign detailing the building company, amount of floors they're building, purpose of the building, rendered picture of the building, chief engineer for the product, as well as an estimated date of completion. That's awesome. The curious side of me wishes the same were true here. Number 2. In The Force Awakens, when Chewie and Rey return from Starkiller Base, Leia sadly realizes Han was killed, so she hugs Rey, not Chewbacca, Han's closest friend, and someone Leia has known for years. It's bullshit. Leia should have hugged Chewie. She really should have. She really should have. What y'all gonna do now? Go back and digitally correct it? No, because you're not Lucas. You see what I'm saying? You fucked up, guys. Who the fuck is Rey? Rey just showed up. You wanna know? Please somebody explain it to me in the comment section below if what I'm about to spill is straight bullshit. But what I remember from The Force Awakens is they needed 2 parts of like information, 2 pieces of a puzzle to fit in together to be the map to where Luke is. You know what I mean? But it seemed like they only needed the 1 piece and the other piece was irrelevant. You know what I'm talking about? Explain it to me if you know what I'm talking about. Because it seemed like one of those pieces of information was irrelevant and you only needed the 1 piece of information that, who was it that had it? R2-D2 had it? You know what I mean? BB-8 ain't got nothing special. You know what I mean? It was like, you know what it seemed like to me? Imagine a pirate map where it's just like you go from here to there, to there, to there, to there, to there. And then at the very end, X marks the spot. You know what it seemed like? It seemed like one puzzle piece had the where you go to part, and then the other puzzle piece had the X marks the spot. Correct me if I'm wrong, my nigga. But why do we need anything other than the X marks the spot? If we know where the X marks the spot is, then all of this, like, how to get there shit is inconsequential if there's multiple ways to get there. You know what I'm talking about? We in a spaceship, nigga, we just fly there. I'm talking about. It seemed weird. Look, again, maybe I wasn't paying attention because I don't really give a damn at this point. You know, it was a fun movie. I enjoyed it for what it was. Number 1 on the list of 40 irrelevant things people give a damn about. There should be a federal law that if a manufacturer puts a sticker on a product, that sticker must be easily removed by the consumer with no residue left over. Oh, what a perfect world it would be. Poem for your Sprague flies in to do his duty. I want a sticky sheet, he said, the worst a man can find. To fill the strongest heart with dread and break the bravest mind. I want a sticky sheet, he spoke, the best of grasping glue. To chill the souls of fearless folk, or have a hope in two. I want a sticky sheet, he cried, to taint and tint and flaw. Alas, he said, and sadly sighed, I cannot break the law. If it's sticky, if it's gooey, if it's glutinous and gluey, or it's clutching and it's clingy and it's stuck and strong and stringy, if it covers, unrevealing or impervious to peeling, and it crumbles when it budges, or it sully stains and smudges, if it's grubby, if it's grimy, if it's slippery and slimy, or it's carelessly located, then I'm mildly irritated. There lived a buoyant boy named Bob, and sticking stickers was his job. He stuck by day, he stuck by night, he stuck them left and stuck them right. They're little half as sweet, he said, as sticking stickers straight ahead, and life, he slowly softly sighed, is good to me, he spoke with pride. What joy, he said, and love and luck to spy a sticky sticker stuck. But when they showed young Bob the door, he couldn't stick it anymore. Nigga, what the fuck is that? Oh my god. Alright, guys, I don't know what to say. Looking at the timer, this list totals 37 minutes. I can't feel like I've gypped you guys. I'll see what I can do, guys, because I do intend to stream tonight. I love you, and I'll probably see you tonight. If I do record something more, it'll be after the stream, because I don't want to make people feel like they have nowhere to be tonight. Love you. Talk to you soon.